What's up, guys? I'm back with another recap slash rant, and today we're talking about the Falcons versus the Saints. My voice sounded a little funny. I am recovering from a cold, but we've been having some of the best weeks. Sadly, we didn't have a good day because the Falcons lost to the Saints 17-20. If y'all want to know why I'm looking over here, it's because that's where I got my stats and stuff over here, man. But anyway, as a Falcons fan, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I am not surprised that we lost against the Saints. Only because it always happens like this. If y'all been a Falcons fan for as long as I have, even though I'm a young dude, obviously people are older than me, it always goes down like this every single time. Either they come down here and we win here, or we go down there and we win on there. It's either way. They win here, we win there. If they win here, we win there. Or we win here, they win there. Stuff like that, all this thing, every single time. And of course, every single time a team gets a new coach and we play them, we always lose. That's what happened with the Panthers. That's what happened with the Saints. I think that's what happened with the Browns one year. Um, that's what happened with the Bears. All kind of stuff. Every single time we always do that. I don't know what's going on with that. We just cannot. And it was crazy. We supposed to have the advantage. You know what I'm saying? They team was already hurt, and they had a new coach, and they went out and they did what they needed to do. The final score, like I told y'all, was 17-20. Um, this was terrible, man. The first half was probably one of the worst first halves we had the whole season, and one of the lowest scoring games. I think the defense did pretty well, besides the first half with Valdez Scaldy. How do you say his name? You know what I'm talking about. But I don't know why it took Raheem Morris to the second half to finally put Eddie Terrell on him. If you look at the stats and the depth charts and stuff like that, Valdez Scandrick will be the best. Scaldy, how do you say his name? You know what I'm talking about. However, he would be the best receiver on their team, and I don't know why it took them forever to finally put AD Terrell on them. But and I told y'all, man, this is what they always do. We always go in there. We always get confident, and even everything falls into the line of us winning this game. If we win this game, there's no type of story or any type of crazy stuff going on with the NFC South. It's just the Falcons gonna run away with it. You know what I'm saying? Like it's always something. We just can't be like, you know what? We run the table on the South. Let's just get out of here. We got a free ride to the playoffs because we about to win the division. Now they always have to make it interesting, bro. Just win this game. Get the freak out of there. Guess what? We would have been 7-3, and we would have pretty much had the playoffs locked, straight up. But now we got to go through all this other bull crap. Then let the Buccaneers trying to win, even though we got them 2-0 this season. And then now, if the Saints start running the table, then we got the tie. It's some dumb stuff, man. But anyway, I'm gonna get into the Bijan and how the Falcons' offense is, all that other stuff. But first off, I'm gonna start off with the Saints and their stats and everything, and break down exactly what the freak happened. So anyway, on the Saints side of the ball, Derek Carr was 16 for 25, 269 yards, 2 touchdowns, and no interceptions. I was surprised by Derek Carr not throwing any picks this game, but he looked like he knew what he was doing, man. Alvin Kamara had 17 carries, 55 yards, 3.2 yards a carry. What's crazy, Derek Carr had 17 yards rushing. And Taysom Hill, I feel like this is the best game we've ever had against Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill is always has been that guy that if they utilize him well, we will always lose. As y'all remember back when we played him last time, Taysom Hill ended up getting hurt. I thought they just stopped using him, but if they would have kept using him, they probably would have won that game. And then you see right here, even though we shut this man down, we wasn't prepared for Marquez Valdez Scanley. Okay, that's how you say his name. He had 3 receptions for 109 yards and 2 touchdowns. He was pretty much the guy on offense, and that's pretty much what it was when it comes to the Saints. They didn't do nothing too crazy, but they was able to utilize their talent with Scanley, Kamara, Austin, Hill, Pettis, Mims, everybody named Mama. Just think about it for a minute. They pass the ball around. They utilize their talent. They don't have nobody really. Chris Olave is gone. You know what I'm saying? He's hurt. All these guys on their team is hurt, but they know how to utilize guys in each individual way. That's what I respect about what this coach did. Obviously, I don't like the Saints at all, but I can respect the fact that they game plan to the people that they had on the field. So I don't want them to I don't want them to win at all, but I have to give the coach credit for what he did. And as far as their defense, I knew Honey Badger, was going to get a pick this game. He always gets a pick, and he was talking the most trash this game, and I was like, Somehow, some kind of way, he gonna get on one, and he always does. They say he had 32 career interceptions, and 5 of his interceptions was against the Falcons. He always does this. Obviously, he went to LSU, if I'm not mistaken, so he knows that whole Louisiana stuff. And Alvin Kamara, being from Atlanta, tried to give us a gift at the end of the game by dropping the ball, and we still failed. So yeah, crazy. Other than that, Cameron Jordan actually got his first sack of the season, man. Cameron Jordan, I remember I told y'all when that man Caleb McGarry got drafted, that man was talking about, oh, fresh meat, fresh meat. You know what I'm saying? We about to dominate. And then I remember that first time they went up against him, we dominated him. I feel like this is the first time in a long time Cameron Jordan got a sack against us. I feel like when Matt Ryan retired, it's like Cameron Jordan was like, I'm about to retire too. So I don't know what's up with that. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Only other guy that was pretty much doing good on their team, I believe, it was that Turner dude, Peyton Turner. Other than that, I'm tired of giving him credit, man. But Chase Young, he had got a clean sack, Brees, all them other guys. But let's get into the Falcons, man. That's it. As far as the offense, they did what they needed to do, just enough. I don't think they did nothing too crazy. But let me get to the Falcons, man. All right, let's go, man. Look, every single week I tell y'all the same thing. I'm glad our Falcons are utilizing talent, but they're not utilizing all of the talent. They're trying to make Bijan Robinson a guy. Yes, Bijan, 20 carries, 116 yards, 2 touchdowns. That's amazing. But we're not winning no games. 17 points. Stop utilizing this man. Stop using this man on every single play, every single drive. I'm so glad he did good. I want him to do great. I told you. And they even brought up the whole Alvin Kamara CMC comparison like I've been doing this whole time. But when Alvin Kamara was doing that and dominating, when they 2018 or whatever, when they was doing good, when Saints had that run, and when the 49ers was doing that, and when the Panthers was doing that, they was winning games. Bijan Robinson and stuff like this, when we utilize him like that, we don't win. But when we spreading the ball around to Kyle Pitts and everybody named Mama, Darnell Mooney, Drake London and stuff like that, that's when we win games. Now you may be like, oh, all of those players did catch the ball. Drake London, Mooney, Kyle Pitts. I don't even remember this man getting 4 receptions. Ray McLeod. Other than that, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So no, actually 4. So 4 other people caught the ball besides Bijan Robinson. Bijan Robinson had 3 receptions this game, man. 3 receptions, 28 yards. And it's just like everybody knows what's going on. If every week, Bijan, all you have to do is lock Bijan up. And it's like the Falcons have no idea what the heck they're doing. It's the same stuff every single week. Glad the man learned how to stay in bounds. I told you, I called this man Bijan out about Robinson. I feel like his cleats, he has rubber cleats. And my advice to you, Bijan, get the cleats with the metal at the bottom. I don't know if they have some rule against those. Get the cleats with the metal at the bottom of the shoes. So that way when you cut, you won't fall on the ground every single play. And then you will have more yards like they want you to have anyway. They want you to be the guy. So, hey, Falcons, if y'all want him to be the guy, at least give this man some metal cleats so he won't be falling all over the field so we can get more touchdowns. So, because obviously, if y'all just want to be stubborn and just continuously have the entire offense on this man, then at least get this man the right cleats. That's all I got to say. So, anyway, Kirk Cousins, 23 for 38, 306 yards, and an interception. He did not score no touchdowns this game. And I told y'all the interception was to Honey Badger, to Ron Matthew. This game was not it, man. This was a terrible showcase to offense. And I told you, it's just one of those games where you can kind of feel like it's going to happen. It's like the Falcons has already been barely getting by. The only time they utilized Kyle Pitts to the fullest was on tight end day. And it's like, oh, well, tight end day is over with. Let's just go ahead and continue to make him block a little bit. Let me do a little flat route, catch the ball for 2 yards out of bounds. That's it. So I don't know what's up with that, man. But anyway, this was bad on the offense. The defense, like I told you, second half did great. Losing to the Saints by only having 20 points, and even in the first game, we didn't even score a touchdown on offense. And now we do some stuff like this. Bijan Robinson was the only guy that scored touchdowns because he was the only guy that was getting the ball pretty much. Even though Drake London had 8 receptions for 97 yards, Darnell Mooney had 5 receptions for 96 yards. It still felt like everybody knew that the whole game plan was based off of Bijan. It was like, give it to Bijan. Okay, he got a little too much. Now we can finally pass it to somebody else. Bijan, 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 Bijan. Like Bijan. Oh, Bijan tired. That's the only reason why we're not throwing the ball. I'm just tired of. We like him. I want this man to succeed, but I'm just tired of this man literally being the team when he doesn't have to be. When Christian McCaffrey was on the Panthers, when Steve Smith left and everybody left, all it was on the offense was Cam Newton and CMC. They're acting like Kyle Pitts wasn't the first round overall. They're acting like Drake London wasn't the first round overall. They're acting like Darnell Mooney hasn't been putting in work in the middle of the field. Ray McLeod. But you know what I'm saying? Like, what the heck are they doing? That's all I'm saying, man. They're acting like Cordell Hodge is not going to be a good person to come in, who wouldn't even come in. They got this number 89 Charlie Warner, who probably could actually do something, but he just in there just not doing that. I don't get it, man. Anyway, Nate Lemon on the defense. Clark Phillips is probably one of his worst games. He did a great job tackling, but coverage wise, it was a no. I don't know why they didn't utilize D. Alford a lot this game. In my opinion, when he's the one that's really been showing up lately, I told you I'd rather have. Even though Mike Hughes had one game, I don't know if it was against the Saints. It was one game that Mike Hughes was just going crazy. But D. Alford, I believe he should be on the other side of AJ Terrell. Justin Simmons made a nice play. Eddie Goldman, shout out to the defensive line for finally showing up. Eddie Goldman and Grady Jarrett being in the middle of the field was doing a great job. They did a freaking great job. The interior defensive line was what we've been struggling with. And David Onyemata, last year he was a dog. This year he kind of fell off a little bit. Hopefully he can get better. And I only mean to say that to encourage the man. I'm not trying to roast the dude. But David Onyemata last year was a freaking dog. When Grady Jarrett went out, this dude stepped up. And obviously this was going against his old team. And I think Eddie Goldman was over there too. And they showed up. But everybody else on the offense and everything going how it was, that was absolutely trash. And it seemed like we didn't want to send pressure to Derek Carr. It was bad, man. So, anyway, that's it for the stat-wise. But like I said, man, we here. You know, we good. It was a great week. A beautiful week. But this game was terrible. And for some reason, for the rest of the month, we're going to have away games. The next game is going to be against the Broncos. And then we're going to have a bye week. There's no more home games in the month of November. So even though this wasn't a home game now, but the fact that people went out there, you know what I'm saying, and I don't know, it's just terrible. They 2-7. They've been on a 7-game losing streak. And we come out there and we do dumb stuff like that. I don't care about all the parlays, all the bullcrap entertainment stuff, all that bullcrap they be trying to promote. I don't care about none of that. These dudes, we should have came out there and we should have went out and did what we needed to do, man. But they wanted to continue to try to get Bijan to sell jerseys, and that's why we lost. So, let me know what y'all think. I'm glad they're utilizing him unlike how they did last year. But at this point, it's like they overdoing it. And when you overdo it, that's how people get hurt. I don't want the man to get hurt. I want him to succeed. But I think they're still holding on to the fact that Tyler Algier, I believe when he was a rookie, had over 1,000 yards. And Bijan, he didn't have 1,000 yards rushing, but he had over 1,000 yards from scrimmage. And I get it. Because everybody's talking about, oh, Bijan didn't have this, but Tyler had this. I'm glad they finally put Tyler in the game more. He had 11 carries. But Bijan had 20 carries. This man Bijan had 20 freaking carries. And Kirk Cousins had 38 attempts. Just think about that for a second. So Bijan, let me calculate it like I did last time. So Bijan had 20 carries, and Bijan had 3 catches. So 23 touches Bijan had this game. 23 touches. That is absolutely insane, man. Yeah. So let me know what y'all think. That's it. Like I said, Cameron Jordan, he finally showed up. He finally did what he needed to do. As a veteran, as a Falcons fan, I can respect veteran players that always made the rivalry fun and stuff like that. He's one of those guys. Honey Badger, obviously he's respected and stuff like that. Shout out to him. But other than that, we gotta do better on offense, man. The game plan is just trash. Everybody knows it, and we gotta do something about it. So like, subscribe, all the other stuff. And yeah, let me know what y'all think, man. We're going to keep grinding. We're going to keep dominating. We're going to keep having fun, though. We ain't going to let this ruin our week because we had a great week. But the Falcons got to get back to the drawing board, man. So anyway, I'm out. Like, subscribe, all that stuff. Let's go.